Today I want to teach you a supplemental bench press exercise that was taught to me by the felons of Westside Barbell. So the background on this lift on a floor press is that I learned it on Westside Barbell VHS tapes in the late 90s and early 2000s. And it showed all these like crazy strong power lifters, often in jeans and flannel shirts with the sleeves cut off and white t-shirts underneath, just going crazy in the gym and lifting super heavy weights. As a matter of fact, I remember on the original floor press video that was on Louis Simmons' Westside Barbell Max Effort Bench Press tape, Kenny Patterson, who at the time was about 20 years old, did a floor press with 585 pounds. This is insanely strong. Now, those videos were full of supplemental lifts that have since sort of gone by the wayside, but the floor press has stayed around in powerlifting and strength sports for a couple of reasons. One is because it's really easy to perform with just a barbell and weights and a squat rack. If you have those things and you're doing starting strength or powerlifting type movements, you do. And two, it really works the weak point of a bench press. So for most people, as they lower the barbell on a bench press, if under control, they can touch their chest with the bar, they can throw the weight, and if it's too heavy, it will often throw off their chest 2 or 3 inches and then will come to a stop. That's the spot that the floor press works. So I'm going to show you how to do this if you're struggling with the weak point being a few inches off your chest on a bench press. To perform a floor press, you're going to start by laying on the floor and all the way out on the floor. So I actually don't want Will's knees bent. I don't want his feet digging into the ground because I want to stop all momentum on this lift. One of the things about a floor press is as you lower the weight down to the floor, you want to stop and break the eccentric concentric chain. And this is important because if you hit the floor real hard, you'll break your forearms in half. And that's a bad deal, so don't do that. So what Will's going to do is take a normal bench press grip, nice deep breath, take the bar out of the rack. He's going to lower very slowly until his elbows touch the ground, and then he's going to fire the bar back up overhead. Do it again, give me 3 reps total. Fire back up, 1 more, and hold and rack. Good job. Now, you'll notice with Will has a big barrel chest and little short T-Rex arms. So what we're gonna do is take a second and show you where the hover point is when I do this lift, somebody with longer arms and less barreled chest than someone who's 5'2" and 260 pounds. So you'll notice the difference between Will's floor press and my floor press. That the bar hovers a couple inches above my chest before it locks out, whereas the bar nearly touches Will's chest on a floor press. And this is just because his arms are so much shorter and his chest is so much larger than mine or compared to mine. So again, the reason we like this lift is because it works the weak point. It takes the leg drive out of the movement, it takes the momentum out of the movement, it takes most of the stretch reflex out of the movement. I have to bring the bar down and pause, and then fire up. Bring the bar down and pause, and then fire up. So it makes me stop right where my leverages become more difficult on a regular bench press. This is why we love the floor press. And we're gonna put the floor press in on a 4-day split after the main press movement. So you'll do your normal overhead press, and you'll follow it up with a floor press. And we'll program it just like we do anything else. We'll start with relatively high volume, and we'll go from like 5 sets of 3 to 3 sets of 3 to maybe a 1 top set of 3 and some back off sets, and we might even work up to a 3 rep max or a 1 rep max and try to drive our weight up here on the floor press. Here's what I've noticed. When you first start this movement, the first 3 or 4 times you do it, you'll press less on this than you will a normal bench press. And as you overcome that strength deficit of that spot, you'll get to the point where you can actually floor press slightly more than you can bench press for your max effort weight. And at that point, you know that it's no longer a weakness and you can change the supplemental movement to something else. For more great bench press tips, click the bench press playlist right up there.